everyone. So I'm going to talk about what happened with the June 27th, 2023 competition being canceled, and basically try to summarize what was talked about during the Townstar AMA that happened on June 30th, 2023. So at the moment, I am in the chandelier earrings competition that has been canceled. Reason for it being canceled was there was a bug with offline mode, which not surprising since this was the first real reward competition we were running offline mode. And what was happening is while people had their towns offline, and then when they logged back in, the amount of stars that they were getting were actually way higher than they were supposed to get. I personally don't know the exact reason, but yeah, people started noticing right away when the top players had way more points than the players who have been running their town online the whole time. It was a big discrepancy. So me, I can show you, I've been running my town online the whole time. I've not had any disconnects for almost 70 hours now. Chandelier earrings at 55.3 per hour. This is my own personal competitive town. And even though I've been running it online this whole time, I'm barely 798th place. Just because all the people that have ran it offline and then logged back in got way more stars than I did. And they said they did have like the values for this, but they weren't going to be exactly correct, but because they could only get the values for the amount of earrings that you sold and not for anything else that you sold. Or that's what I understood from it. I didn't understand it completely, but basically they just went ahead and made the decision to cancel the competition because they could not promise that the values were going to be correct with the leaderboards. Now, because they did that, they will have to compensate people, and yes, they're going to compensate people. They're going to give everyone who was affected a free NFT, and the utility for this NFT, in my opinion, it's really good. So this NFT is going to give a 5% more cash for everything that you sell. So everything, whether it be copper, flower, earrings, everything, not just from this meta, but everything that you sell will give 5% more cash so long as this NFT is placed in the town. And it won't stack, so you get multiple of this NFT from other players. No, it only gives you 5% more cash. It does not stack on top of that. Everybody who was in the competition before the announcement went out will qualify. I don't know exactly how many people. I think it was around 4,000 maybe. The competition's gonna end in like 5 minutes and there's like 4,800 players. But I think some of them just joined in the very end. But they won't actually qualify for it because that was after the announcement was made. So yeah, I think that's going to be a very powerful NFT. There's going to be a lot of them out there because there was 3,000 or 4,000 people in the competition who should qualify for that compensation. So I don't expect it to be worth that much in the short term right now, whenever they decide to distribute it. But in the future, I do believe it will be more valuable than it is now. That's all I can say. Like, this is an NFT that if they were to sell in the store for like $100, people would buy it, truthfully. That's what I think. But moving forward, I'm gonna talk about some stuff that was discussed in the AMA. So next week's competition that starts on July 4th, 2023 is going to be a rerun of the chandelier earrings. So same boost to stars and chandelier earrings, same boost to cash on copper, which is 5,000 cash per copper. The biome will change, unfortunately. I guess they decided to change up the biome to make it a little different. So the biome is going to be a north layout forest. North layout means you're going to have the trade depot facing the north side. The biome edges, north, east, and south is going to be a desert, which I don't see how that really does anything for you in this competition. The west side is going to be a river. So this side over here, you're still going to have the river. You are not going to have a river on the south side, unfortunately. So you're going to have to, if you're planning on using the same layout, you're going to have to consider making some changes, like adding more ponds for the panning sites or the trees that you need. They are apparently also going to introduce an oil seep. I just do not know exactly where that oil seep is going to be, but if it's going to mimic a North Layout Desert, then the oil seep would be somewhere in the middle. But I'm sure you'll find out soon enough once they post the updates. Trade time is going to be 80 seconds, and it's going to cost 1 gasoline per trade, so same as it is for this competition. The startup of the town will change a bit. So instead of starting with like a farmer house and wheat fields and a silo, it appears that you're going to start off with a panner house, some copper panning sites, and an ore storage. So like you'll immediately be able to sell ore, copper ore, but you're encouraged to transition to forges as soon as possible. I don't know if they made any craft requirement changes to forges. None of them were discussed. Otherwise, a forge is pretty difficult to craft. As recording this video and during this competition, it's still 5 lumber, 5 wood, 5 energy. So we'll see what happens there. But since copper is going to be cash boosted, it is encouraged that you go for copper whenever you can. The NFT reward will be the copper panning site ghost card that will reduce the craft time for copper ore. I don't know what the exact reductions is going to be, because copper ore already is crafted pretty fast. So I don't know if it's going to be a percentage or like a static number of seconds. Like uncommon could be a second, rare could be 2 seconds, etc. I'm sure they'll post those details when they're available. For this upcoming Monday, which would be July 3rd, there's not going to be any new NFT sales. They did discuss a promotion going on for the NFT sale that happened just this current week, which was for the Trinity Gemworks and the Arcane Earrings. So anybody who purchased either the Trinity Gemworks, which is the NFT version of the jewelry crafting table, or any of the combo packs like the rare and epic one, which had the crafting table NFT and also the earrings, you will qualify for 1 free rare combo pack. It's only a limit of 1 per account. And the rare combo pack, just to clarify, it is the Trinity Gemworks NFT, which is the jewelry crafting table, and a rare arcane earrings. So both of those NFTs together are worth $100. The combo pack's actually $85 because it's a discount. So if you were to buy one of them, you would get one for free, basically, like buy one get one free deal. But it's only a limit of 1 per account, so hopefully people don't get confused there and think they buy 4, they get 4 for free. That's not how it's gonna work. Competition here is going to end in a minute, so yeah, the page is going to refresh, don't worry about that. They talked about they're aware that some NFTs were still bugged. Like most importantly, the NFT storages, whenever the workers go in there, they actually freeze up a little, and it actually slows down production overall. Personally, I've been using them anyways because I prefer them. But yeah, they actually do impact the efficiency of the build just a tiny bit, but even a tiny bit matters when you're trying to stay competitive. Volkrod, which is the main leading engineer, he says he's found the fix, and one of the upcoming updates is going to come and fix that issue. The last thing I'm going to talk about here that was mentioned in the Townstar AMA. So priority was going to be daily play and earn, but it seems like they're shifting the priority to mobile support instead. So they want to make sure the game works properly on the mobile device, because at the moment it doesn't. There's issues with the touch screen, and the UI is not very good on mobile. So they want to focus on getting that to work so they can get more players from the mobile community, basically, to find out about the game and play the game. The bad thing is this is gonna delay play and earn even more. The last goal we heard was mid to late July, but it seems like it's gonna take even longer than that, which not surprising. At this point, it's like I believe it. I'll believe it when I see it situation. I mean, once play and earn comes back, then that's when I'll believe it. It's still on the to-do list But the reasoning here is that they want to look at how the economy's been working in spider tanks, because the economy there has been working well so far. I personally don't play spider tanks or keep up too much with it, but I do know somewhat about how the economy works, although I could be wrong, but I'm gonna talk about that for a little bit. I have some speculations on what they may be planning on doing. Doesn't mean this is gonna be what they're doing, it's just speculations, my opinions. So like the way spider tanks does things, from my understanding, is there's an honor system, and the more you play, the more honor you collect. Once you reach the highest amount of honor, you reach the most reward potential that you can get. And the way you gain the honor is just by playing every day, but make sure you're not cashing out too much. So from my understanding, when daily play and earn comes back, if you continue to cash out all the time, then your honor score goes down, and that means you earn less. So you have to not cash out that much. But one way that to get around that is to purchase the NFTs from the store. So with spider tanks, they release these new tanks all the time, and they have their own reward coin, which is silk. So you would purchase these NFTs with silk, and it would not impact your honor score. So you would spend the silk that you earn, you get an NFT, then you would want to transfer that NFT to Ethereum, because it is on the Gala chain, or Geary chain as it is currently called, but it will be called the Gala chain. So you would want to transfer it from there to the Ethereum chain, and then you can sell it on the secondary market, such as OpenSea, and actually cash out. That's the whole process of cashing out in spider tanks without negatively impacting your honor score, so you can keep earning the full amount. I assume the same thing might happen in Townstar, where, and first of all, I probably should have mentioned this first, but since spider tanks has a token like silk, it makes me think that maybe they're gonna want to make yet another token for Townstar. So let's just say that they make another token for Townstar, and for the sake of explanation, I'm gonna call it Towncoin version 2, okay? Just for the sake of explanation. So the model for Townstar Speculate would work like this. You would earn Towncoin version 2, which is the equivalent of silk and spider tanks, and you would have an honor score that affects your earnings. And there's also other variables like which reward NFTs you have, and then you would use that Towncoin version 2 to purchase Townstar NFTs. They would be on the Gala chain. If you wanted to cash out, you would have to transfer them from the Gala chain to Ethereum and then sell them on the secondary market. That would be the way you cash out and retain your honor score, basically. That's assuming they want it to work the exact same way as spider tanks. And yeah, that's what I speculate might happen. Doesn't mean it will, just pure speculation if they want to copy spider tanks that way. But yeah, if they wanted to go that route, that means they would have to make another token for Townstar, which is pretty stupid in my idea. I really like the idea where they were getting away from those secondary tokens, like you know how they're pretty much getting rid of Town Coin right now with the whole burn to Gala. But what if they bring another version of Town Coin back? I really don't like that idea personally. In the end, whatever they think is going to benefit the economy better, that's what they're going to do. I just personally don't like the idea of bringing in another coin. None of that is confirmed, guys. That's just speculation on my part. And kind of rambling on here, but hopefully you understand why I am speculating, why I think that might happen. But yeah, that's all I got. I don't want this video to go on for too long. Hopefully you found this helpful and informative. Feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. I appreciate your support, and thanks for watching.